Attention all IHOP employees. There is a store meeting today at 2 p.m. Everyone is to be in attendance. You will not receive your paycheck until the meeting is over. If you choose not to attend the meeting, then consider yourself off the schedule. There are too many issues that need to be addressed, and every single person in this building needs to hear the issues and how and what we will be doing to solve them. This is not a game. Show up or you will be not on the schedule. Lauren, we figured this wasn't a game when you were withholding paychecks, but you know what? HR is gonna find this joke really funny. And even if this was perfectly fine, you had to have it at 2 p.m. right in the middle of the day. You know, maybe people have stuff that they like to do on their days off, not, oh, I gotta interrupt what I'm doing to go into work. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/iamatotalpieceofsh, and seriously, Meteor, come on. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and if you have not already, subscribe and turn on those notifications. Okie dokie, let's go. A Round Lake man who exposed himself and took an upskirt video of a child at the McHenry store has been sentenced to 16 days in jail. Honestly, the part that concerns me the most is that he only got 16 days in jail. I would honestly think something like this would easily be 6-8 months, maybe even a full year in prison. But no, for some reason he did all that and only got a little over 2 weeks in jail time. I know this isn't dog related, I'm sorry. So my teenage nephew just threw a tadpole at a hard surface and I heard it splat, and now I'm really sad. Can I have animal pics, please? You know, normally when I see this kind of stuff, it's more so just people asking to get feel better feelings, like, hey, my ex just left me, send memes to help me feel better, that kind of stuff. Not when, hey, my relative just killed a small animal, please send memes. There has been a drone observed in the vicinity of the Becker Lake K41727 wildfire. This compromises suppression efforts and halts air operations. This type of activity is extremely dangerous and poses a significant safety risk to personnel, especially when low-flying firefighting aircrafts are present. If a drone collides with a firefighting aircraft, the consequences could be deadly. Anyone caught operating a drone that interferes with fire control could be fined up to $100,000 or jailed for up to 1 year, or both. Honestly, I'm for both, because that's just dumb. People need to realize when they have these little robot drones and stuff that there are areas where it's not a good idea to fly, and wildfire is probably one of the top ones, right up there next to airport. Like, seriously, if you're gonna be using something like that, please be responsible and competent. Like, and honestly, I want to get the Maverick O2 drone, and that just looks really cool, but I'm going to be responsible for it. It's that whole great responsibility, great power kind of thing, you know, with Uncle Ben before he got shot shit. Woman who have falsely accused 15 men of R jailed for 10 years. See, there's multiple things as to why this is absolutely horrible. You're taking away people who actually have legit things to be said, and they're not seen as valid when they come forward with these type of situations. Like, imagine actually having to have endured that actual thing that I can't say, going to somebody to ask for help, and then they just say, oh, you're just another one saying stuff because of people like this. Plus, also in the comments of this post, people were saying that one of the people was actually sentenced to 7 years in prison when he was accused, and that's just absolutely ridiculous too. And there are a bunch of people that say, oh, it doesn't happen that often. Well, the fact that the number is above 0 is the issue. Any tips on stopping cats spraying in your garden? My next step is to put glass all over the walls, but if anyone can come up with something that works, it'd be interested to know. Try the lemon and lime juice. You just skipped over chicken wire and went straight to glass? I'm fairly certain that there's a lot less brutal means to being able to keep cats out of your garden. Boat full of kids is my favorite thing. Somebody remind me why my boat is not in the water? It seems a little insensitive to me that you would post a picture of your boyfriend's kids having fun on your husband's boat. Was blank on that trip? Did he already know you were cheating on him when that picture was taken? I'm pretty sure you know why your boat isn't on the water, but like most of your posts, it seems like you're trying to act like a victim in all of this, and since it seems like the rest of Facebook is silent on the matter, I might as well say something. Empathize if you are even capable of it. Imagine the person you love in life is spending so much time every day with her business partner for how many years now? Long enough that that most of the valley was suspicious at least. I'm sure any rational human being with a sense of decency would understand how painful it must have been. I think the reason your boat isn't on the water is because your husband is hurt. He's hurt because you betrayed him, not even in one of those heat-of-the-moment betrayals, which one could understand, but on a much deeper level you betrayed him. And what's even worse is you flaunt your betrayal as some sort of trophy almost. You post pictures making fun of him even though you know he isn't on the platform. You post pictures of the man you've been cheating with kids, and you even had the audacity to tag the man himself. Are you hoping that your husband sees this? Are you trying to twist the knife you've already driven so deeply into his heart? What more do you want? You are truly heartless, a school-ground bully, and I physically mourn for the pain that your husband must be living in right now. So not only are you cheating on your husband, but you're also posting Facebook photos with your boyfriend's kids and making like family memories without, your family there. That is just trashy, wrong, and absolutely insulting to the dude. And honestly, anybody that does cheat, I don't even care if you're closest friend of mine, I will speak how I speak because I can speak from personal experiences with this kind of stuff. This kind of stuff makes you lose sleep. You not only lose sleep, but this can cause anxieties for years to come. And what's even worse is it looks like this lady's flaunting it or flexing her cheating habits on Facebook. That is just one of the worst things and just downright more trashy than a dang landfill. And the only reason she feels perfectly fine doing this kind of stuff is because her husband isn't on the platform in the first place to see what she's posting. Just because the person isn't on the platform doesn't give you the okay to do it. You wouldn't do it if they were there in the first place. Minty has been stolen. Please help me find my 911. It's saying something when a stolen car is on the lighter end of the stuff here, and honestly, I still do hope that this guy does get his car recovered, because honestly, that does look like he's put a lot of money into it, and that actually just is a fantastic looking Porsche. I love older cars, and I really hope to own ones. I'm actually really liking that nice mint blue color. A woman who admitted to murdering a 7-year-old nephew and hiding a body in closet gets a 7-year sentence. Why only 7 years? I am legitimately wondering why only 7 years. Because honestly, I always thought with murders it came out to a 50-year to a life sentence almost every single time. Because really what confuses me is a lot of people in the comments are saying people get put away for longer periods of time for less things like weed possession. Seriously, think about how messed up that is. You have a little bit of grass in your pocket when you're not supposed to, and you get put away for longer than somebody that actually killed somebody. The way I kind of see is if you end somebody's life, you should go away for life too. Just gonna do some beautiful street art fixing myself, and just gonna write that over there. Does anybody actually know what this symbol is, or is it just random lines and letters? Train terror. Mum of a dart attack suspect threatens to sue Irish Rail over a CCTV footage leak. She was angry that her son was visible in the footage, and she's looking to get a claim out of it. So bad person want money for being caught. The mother of a boy suspected of involvement in the horrifying dart incident that saw a girl knocked under a train is considering legal action because CCTV footage was leaked. Police arrested 3 teenagers this week in relation to the shocking attack at the dart station in Dungamead, sorry if I mispronounced that, which happened on April 1st. Footage which was seen on social media showed a number of young women running to the dart past a group of male youths who kicked, lunged, and swung their bikes at them before one chilling moment when a girl slipped and fell under the train. Okay, I'm fairly certain CCTV footage goes public when police are involved, because it's either that or a news source picks it up. And secondly, do you seriously asking money because her son didn't know not to throw people under trains? Or am I honestly missing something here? A senior Google executive who reportedly opposed employees working remotely has caused an internal stir by moving to New Zealand to work remotely himself. But don't you realize he's not an employee, he's a senior executive. And that comes with the superpower of being able to contradict himself in a single bound. And that's the one thing, I kind of never understood how Google and YouTube had an issue with people working remotely, because it's a website, and remotely is just tapping into a computer from a different location, which should be pretty easy if I remember correctly. Seriously, there was a time for YouTube creators a year ago where they said, oh yeah, sorry, we had to cut a lot of our staff and we're not able to work correctly correctly, so if you need to get a video reviewed, be prepared to wait about 2 weeks for it to get cleared or not cleared. Seriously, I had the yellow hockey puck on some of my videos for 2 weeks while it was getting reviewed. We have a right to be toxic as the consumer. The constant release of garbage is unacceptable. You know what's also unacceptable is the fact that you thought that it was okay and a cool idea to wait around in chat so the little built-in Twitch currency builds up enough so you can have this highlighted thing in the first place. Because that lovely Karen attitude, it can actually be easily countered by literally any other business's policy to refuse any type of service to anyone, especially people that are being dingwads like you. Seriously, if you go into a business, you're on private property, and if they ask you to leave and you don't, that's considered trespassing, and they can then call the cops on you. And honestly, don't think that they're required to sell you anything, even in Walmart. Like seriously, if you go into their place and then start spouting nonsense or being an absolute nuisance to the hundreds of people there, they can ask you to leave, and you don't want to leave? Yeah, Walmart can call the cops on you. And to feel like whoever posted this to the Twitch chat would get pissy whenever they get banned. And with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more content like this in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and if you have not already, subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.